Previously on that Cthulhu John.
Are you fucking stalking me or something? What, are you stalking my whole family?
Listen, I keep trying to tell you, I had nothing to do with your aunt's disappearance.
You feeling bad for this guy at any point there, Heather?
A little bit.
Your buddy Lenny comes in.
Hey, Lenny, look who's here.
Lenny,
So what are you doing here?
it's been one hell of a week. Here's to you. Hopefully you're having a better week than me.
I gotta wake up early tomorrow for an auction.
At Ventucci?
Yeah.
I heard about
Just
that
kinda
too.
says out loud.
Lenny, you get to the Ventucci Art Gallery.
I'm just gonna double park and throw out my hazards.
That night there, Lenny, you have yourself a little dream. You see the back of Tommy Slick's head. His head then falls off his body and rolls towards you. It looks up at you, gives a wide-eyed stare, opens its mouth, and starts to consume itself. So you get to the auction house. All of you get there. They start rolling out a couple pieces. While you guys are there, you see that there is a well-recognized fellow there, a wealthy socialite, Gordon Riles. Hey, listen, just to let you guys know, I'm going to be walking away with the Jakanovich today. I get what I want when I want it. Also in there, you see two people wearing those big, tall Russian hats. The front of the gallery is mostly glass. The wind starts to sound like an odd howl. Now for the piece de resistance of the night, a previously unknown Jakanovich. The wind continues to pick up in the background. The howling gets louder and louder, almost deafening. And then all of a sudden you hear a shattering of glass.
Welcome to that Cthulhu John.
Hello, thanks for joining us for That Cthulhu John, episode 5. We are a real play called Cthulhu Podcast. I am George, your keeper of arcane lore, and with me are my friends and investigators, Chad,
Evening.
Chuck,
Ahoy hoy!
and Jenny.
Hi.
Hey guys, so last we left off, if I remember right, we were in the Ventucci Art Gallery, and the Jakanovich statue was rolled out. Everyone kind of got a look at it, and there was a wealthy socialite there, Gordon Riles. Wealthy socialite Gordon Riles claimed that he was going to outbid everyone for this statue, and he was going to get it one way or another.
He's gonna get it.
Also at the auction, you saw a couple of Russian-looking guys that had the... Well, you were assuming that they were Russian because they had those tall Russian hat things on.
Nobody else wears those. Very European appeal.
Yes. And then there was also about a dozen and a half more people there that were all there for the auction. Most of them seemed to be interested in the Jakanovich piece more than anything. But the piece was rolled out. Everyone kind of got a look at it. And then the wind started kicking up really bad. The storm outside intensified into a very powerful blizzard. And it wound up blowing so hard against the front of the art gallery that the large glass panels out front shattered. So, guys, here, let's pull up our Roll20.net.
Oh. This podcast is not sponsored by Roll20.
All right, so now that we have our maps pulled up in Roll20, as you can see, Heather and Walter are sitting up closer to the front where the auctioneer is that's showing off the piece. Lenny is more towards the back, but Heather did turn around and see him after she was accosted by the howling that was coming from outside that was driving her crazy. If I remember right, she lost a little bit of sanity and kind of looked around to make sure that she was maybe not the only one hearing this, but no one else seemed to react.
Not necessarily. Walter gripped her up tightly by the forearm, kind of, when he saw the piece and all the wind. Kind of, I don't know, it was just kind of natural reaction.
I see.
Pretty intense moment, I think, for everybody.
Yeah.
Right, so during that, you hear the wind pick up, and then all of a sudden, Lenny in the back there, You feel some glass kind of go past your ears and stuff. Give me a dexterity roll. See if you can dodge this.
Dexterity, but not dodge. Which is half.
I
dex,
think this
guess,
is
maybe.
this dodge is more like if you're dodging like an attack. This is like
Okay.
you heard
I
it
got
first,
you.
and then you're gonna have to try to.
Just like a instinctive duck or something.
Exactly. That's what I'm going for.
That is a 41 of my 55.
Okay, so you manage to, when you hear this shatter, you feel like a force, but enough to get out of the way of it. Glass rains over you and actually hits the guy in front of you in the back of the head. And you hear him kind of scream, and someone else in the back screams as well. The wind is actually coming in. It's whipping in a bunch of snow. It's making it really hard to see right now.
How much glass are we talking about? Like a little 4x4 window, or like a big like double door just kicked in, or like?
It's like a double huge display window.
Oh man. Okay.
And it's really hard to see in there, but you hear some screams, particularly from people from the back. And the auctioneer kind of ducks down a little bit behind the podium. He goes, people, just please try to remain calm. You hear over the speaker.
I look around the room. I'd let go of Heather's arm too. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Wind's really whipping around right now. It's really cold. Do you guys have your jackets on you, or did you leave them at the coat check?
No
I'll wear
jacket.
mine.
Yeah, he probably would have left it at the coat check.
Yeah,
Okay.
coat check.
Coat check. Same with you, Lenny.
No, I think I'd have my jacket on. You know, I kind of just came on. I don't like to stand out too much. Just sit in the back, and I don't even bother with the coat check.
Okay.
Currently, I'm crouched down on the ground between, I guess, the rows of chairs.
You can move your guy. You should be able to.
Well, just in front of wherever I was sitting, just kind of looking around, getting a feel for the situation, because obviously some shit's going down. My assumption is somebody is attacking this building, I guess, you know? So I'm kind of looking under the chair toward the windows and waiting for shit to go down.
Okay, so the wind's whipping around. Again, it's pretty hard to see in here. And you hear the wind howling again. A very haunting howl coming from this wind. But everyone who's there, give me a spot hidden roll.
You say this howl is coming through the open window, or is it like all around?
It seems to be coming from all around right now.
Oh, 90. No good there.
4.
20 is a hard pass. Oh, 4, nice.
4.
Oh, wait
wow.
a minute. I rolled the wrong damn die. What am I doing?
So 4 is probably an extreme pass.
Yeah, because I have 50
Oh, shit.
in spot
Nice.
Nice.
Very astute.
hidden. I'm very sneaky.
All right.
I don't know if that's
so
what it means.
You guys turn around and you see something horrifying. You see what looks like a very tall humanoid-esque figure, but its arms are extremely long. It has long, sharp claws on it. You can't see it from the knees down, but it looks like its legs are very long as well. Face looks vaguely human, but sunken in. The nose is sunken in, the cheeks are sunken in, the teeth are jagged and pointed. It has what looks like maybe some sort of horns or branches growing out of its head with long, scraggly black hair. Heather, you got the extreme pass. You see on its head, on its forehead, it looks like it has a small circular scar.
Okay.
But everyone who has seen this, give me a sanity roll.
Look at that. My
That's what happens
fail.
when you don't take out the garbage in my house.
Fucking octopus man.
A cigar burn on his head?
A bullet hole.
44.
What's your sanity?
69.
All right, so you pass your sanity roll. Who else passes?
I rolled a 17 of my 30.
Ooh, good pass.
And I actually rolled a 90 on my spot hidden, so I might be looking for my coat or something, but I don't think I've seen this thing yet.
Oh, you didn't pass your spot hidden. Okay, so you didn't see the thing.
Lucky you.
It's for the moment.
Lucky.
What kind of costume is that?
So you guys all maintain your sanity. You still can't believe what you're seeing right now, but it's definitely there. It's just you still have your bearings about you. So what do you guys do right now? You seeing this thing? It starts creeping down the walkway between the walls of the art gallery, between the display walls. You hear from in front of you. You start to hear screams. Seems like someone else might have seen this thing.
I think I would run straight for the door when I get out. If I get out.
All right.
I'm gonna take cover behind some of the walls, preferably further from where this thing is coming from, so I can assess the situation.
Your entrance was... Do you see where I'm pinging? Where the little red circle is? Popping up?
No,
Zoom out a little bit.
I'm not getting any pings. But the
Okay.
two little brown bars on both sides of the glass are the doors, I assume?
Yes.
Okay.
The front doors. And then...
The front doors. And then there's the back doors. There's a loading dock area out back as well. But you see this big, very gaunt, ice-covered creature start tearing its way down the hole in front of the art gallery. Someone in front of it, in one of the seats, starts to cower backwards, and it turns over and grabs the person in the front row and takes a bite out of the person's face. Rips the face off with its teeth, and then makes a loud growl sound. Like a roar.
Oh man. Well, I assume Walter must have seen some of this at this point, right?
He heard the scream, that's for sure, or the growl and the scream.
And if Heather just ran out, I mean, he's probably like, "Whoa, what the?" And he's probably looking around, all worried and probably confussed. And I think it might be time to try to get out of here too, even if he doesn't even see what's going on. People are screaming and
Yep.
all kinds of strange bestial sounds.
The wind kicks up even more, and it gets harder to see again.
Where is this thing at here? Because...
Yeah, like, where did it come in? Could I run out? Like, was it...
Yeah, could you put the creature on the map by any chance?
It seemed to kind of form out of the wind.
Outside or inside?
Inside.
Oh.
Near the window, though?
Yeah, well, the window shattered from what seemed like some sort of force.
Okay.
Then all the snow and everything started coming in, and somewhere in that snow, you started to see this figure.
Oh, I don't know if I'd run then to the door because I'd have to run, like, towards it. Wouldn't I?
Yeah.
You run around the walls, I guess, but... where is the statue in all this?
Statue is, you've actually lost track of where the statue is right now.
I look around for that socialite dickhead.
All right, so you look around for the socialite dickhead. You see him.
Gordon Riles.
Give me a spot hidden roll. It's pretty
Chaotic.
chaotic in here right now.
Snowy. Like a blizzard inside?
It's like a blizzard inside the art gallery.
A 90 is not gonna do it.
All right, so you keep looking around for that socialite guy, but you can't quite find him, and you can't find the statue either. You don't know where that's at.
Is that a bathroom by any chance? On the top of the map, that little room off to the side? Or is it office or something? I'm gonna run toward that door. See if he might have taken cover back there. I mean, as long as I don't have to run past the creature.
No. You wouldn't have to run past the creature. You want to run towards that door over there?
Yeah. Try to stay low.
Okay. So you run towards the back of the art gallery. You go to the back. You go to the door to the office, and it is locked right now.
All right. Can I see behind the podium or whatever the auction block or whatever from this angle? Is anyone hiding behind it?
Yeah, you see the auctioneer is ducked behind the podium.
Is he holding anything? Possibly metallic?
Yes, he is.
You want this fucking statue. There's a goddamn monster in here.
I have an unhealthy obsession with it. Thank you very much.
And he is holding it right now.
Okay. All right. As long as that thing's safe.
Really wants it.
I'm gonna stay low and I guess assess the situation before making my move here.
Okay, you hear more screaming.
I grab my blackjack.
Heather, where do you move to?
I don't. What is the door like behind the? There's a door right behind like the auctioneer.
Yeah, there is a door behind the auctioneer. It is a. It looks like it's a fire exit.
I'm thinking I run just straight towards that if the thing is like in the back, or I think it's in the back.
Okay. As you're running towards the back, you see a hand reach over the auctioneer block, grab the auctioneer by its head, and just lift him up off the ground with the statue in his hand.
Is the door unlocked?
The fire escape is unlocked.
Oh, I run down that bitch. So I'm out. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't want to get monstered yet.
So you run away. Get out of there. But within that chaos of you seeing the auctioneer get ripped up from his place of safety,
Yeah.
Lenny, you see this happen as well. Give me a listen roll.
Holy crap. That guy in that costume is pretty strong. I'm not a good listener. 75, probably won't do it.
All right, you hear something hit the floor. It sounds like a gong almost. It's like gong. Like something hollow and metallic. But you don't know where it landed. You hear more screams and just what sounds like tearing of sinew and bone.
I try to force this door open behind me.
Yeah, give me a strength roll.
Oh man, no.
Nope. So you try to force this door open. You put your shoulder into it. It sounds like it's just not moving at all.
I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna take a step back and give it a big kick right next to the handle. Hopefully I can...
Bust that lock.
All right, so you can push the roll that way.
What does
I'm
push
gonna
the
hurt my
roll
foot.
mean? I'm sorry.
Push the roll basically, Jenny, means if you fail a roll, most cases you can push it, which means you roll it again. But if you fail that one, something really bad happens usually.
And a 21 will do it.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That is a hard pass.
Okay, good. So you kick this door in, and the frame kind of gives way a little bit, and the door swings open.
I just want to dip inside and close it most of the way. Maybe peek out and wait for my moment, you know? Just be out of sight.
All right, so you get out of sight into there, and you hear someone in the background. It sounds like they're praying or something like that. Just, but it's in another language, possibly Italian.
Is that the lady with the big shoulders?
You don't know. You can't see her. But there is a desk in there, and it sounds like it's coming from behind the desk.
Say, hey there, you got any weapons or a gun or something? Come on, shit's going down out there. There's some freak in costume.
She says, "No, what is happening out there?"
I don't know, the storm got real bad, it's hard to see. So I just got the door mostly closed, kind of peeking through the crack.
She says, "The screams. There's so many screams out there."
Hey, just stay down there behind the desk.
Okay, just protect me with whatever you do. Please don't let me get hurt.
Yeah, all right.
She's first to go. Well, I guess third to go.
Yeah. Sorry, lady. So yeah, I just kind of wait, and I don't, with the creature kind of right outside this door, well, some yards away, but, I'm not gonna run back out there just yet, so I just kind of wait and watch. Try to find a zipper on his costume.
I see. Okay, so you're kind of peeking your eye out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, just the door's cracked, kind of just like peeking through the crack of the door, enough to get an idea what's happening outside the door.
Okay, Walter, what are you doing during this whole thing?
I mean, Depending on what he can see, I mean, if he's hearing screams and Heather just bolted out of the room, and I mean, like, I don't know if he missed the spot hidden, so I don't know if he's actually seen this creature, but there's enough commotion and, yelling for him to be concerned enough to want to get out of here.
I see. Okay.
Did he drop his glasses?
That's actually what I was thinking. Like he's looking on it, like he dropped something, or like he was looking around for something in a pocket or on the ground or something. But he definitely would have noticed Heather bolting because he was right next to her. He was just gripping her arm a moment ago. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, if there's other people like stampeding out of this place and like crushing people to leave, yeah, he's not gonna be hanging out. Heard enough.
So, as you're starting to leave, starting to make your way towards that back door, you hear someone starts yelling something very loudly in another language. Give me, I guess, an intelligence roll.
18 will do it.
Okay. That would have passed your education too, right?
Definitely.
Okay, just want to make sure, just because wasn't sure if that should be intelligence or education, but if it would have passed either one, that's fine. Anyway, you recognize that this guy is shouting something in Russian. You start to open the back door.
Just in case, is there any, I don't know how close to, no, I guess Russian is kind of different from Latin, but I guess is there any like root similarities that he can pick up on to see if he understands any of the words?
I don't think there are. I think they're like two completely different root languages.
Okay, just in case. Well then, it probably wouldn't concern him too much. He probably assumes it's the guys with the Ushankas. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they seem normal enough.
So you start hearing the shouting. And then you hear another very bestial guttural growl. And then all of a sudden, all of the air kind of almost gets sucked out of the room. The room is suddenly dead silent. There's no more snow coming through. Whatever snow is left is now starting to just kind of drift down to the floor. It seems like the weather had just suddenly cleared out of nowhere. And this is as you're stepping out the door.
That seems pretty weird. Can he look back and see if there's like a Russian dude still there, or behind him, or within sight?
Or possibly something on the floor right near that door?
Yeah, right.
Oh, the cold's gonna get you guys.
I'm gonna eat my own head before the cold gets me.
The fucking cold's gonna get you.
Can't sleep, cold will get me.
I already know how it's done. I saw it.
I saw it in a dream. Mm-hmm. You just have to make your head fall off.
Well, we'll see. The cold might help that.
I feel like Walter's so polite, he would still be sitting in his seat. Like, he's like, oh, I don't want to be rude.
Gently folds his napkin off his lap and combs his mustache before standing up.
So, as everything starts to die down in here, you see one of the guys in the Russian hat is down on one knee. Looks like he's pretty beaten up or weakened or winded or something like that. The other one is on top of him, trying to hold him up from falling all the way over. You also see the statue is on the floor in the auction house right now. Also, there's just a bunch of blood and mangled people that are in the there's several mangled people in the art gallery auction area. A lot of people looks like they have fled, but there are the two Russian guys that are there still. One, like I said, looks like he's pretty weak and is being held up by the other guy.
Well, as much as I would like to grab that statue, I don't think there's any way in the world Walter would be hanging out with a bunch of dead bodies and all that stuff, despite everything seemingly having gone back to calm.
Did I see Walter head toward the back door?
I'm going to say, yeah, if you were keeping an eye out there.
Do I see the statue on the floor somewhere over there?
Yes, you do.
Is that what that little circle is?
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I might run out that door scoop it up and head toward the back door.
Okay.
Fucking bonehead.
Well, oh, do I know that's a terrible idea to steal a priceless piece of artwork?
Scoop it up and run out the back door with it?
I do want it, but I don't want to be involved with it at the same time. I don't. Can I resist its the temptation?
The temptation to try to grab it and run out the back door with it?
Yeah, I know I want it, but like I don't want it, and I don't
know
want to
what you mean.
steal. I don't want to steal a piece of artwork from here.
Because you gave your real name.
I'm just a delivery guy. I don't know what's in my truck.
You have just fucked up now.
Isn't Shoulder Pads gonna see you steal it? And she knows you?
She's a puddle of mess right now behind her desk.
So, give me a power roll. Let's see if you can resist the urge to take this.
It's not good, but ooh, I rolled a 4, which is a hard extreme.
Ooh.
Just shake it off. You know what? I started going for it, and I put it down on the pedestal or whatever, and I head to the door. That thing's too hot. There's too much going on with it.
All right. So, as you're trying to think to yourself, maybe I shouldn't do that, someone else kind of runs up real quick from under one of the walls that have been knocked over. They kind of crawl out from underneath it, grab the statue, and you see them run out the shattered glass front window.
Can I make 2 strike them before they make off with it?
Let's see.
Right to the moon.
I mean, I did tell Shoulder Pads that I would keep an eye out for it.
That's true.
I remember hearing that, even though I wasn't there.
And if this is Aunt Millie's, maybe it should be Heather's statue.
That's a good
All
way
right.
of thinking about
Redeem
it.
yourself.
So this fella goes to grab it, and what's your move rate?
7.
7. All right. This guy's move rate is also a 7. So, let's do a quick chase.
Punch him in the dick.
I can if I'm chasing him. Maybe in the butt.
Right up Main Street.
Good old butt punch. Sounds very mobster-like.
Yeah, he was running away, so I punched him in the ass a few times. Put him in his place. Put him right in his fucking place. Yeah.
Put a hit out on his ass.
That John ain't gonna make it through the night.
All right, so we're going to initiate the chase here.
Turn him around and give him the Tommy Slick. Right in the nuts.
All right. So chase rolls. So you're going to get 1 action per round. Okay, Chuck, that action can be to attack. That action can be to move. Anything, really. Any sort of activity.
And action.
And action. Yeah, exactly. So right now you're going to be moving to chase this guy.
Yeah, so I guess I put it down, I started making toward the door, and I see him running up toward it, so I turn around and say, hey there, that there doesn't belong to you. And I take after him.
And you what?
I take after him, start running.
All right.
For my first action, I move.
All right,
Action
so
level.
we're gonna do a quick roll to see if you get past the. We're gonna see if he gets past the broken glass very easily with a dexterity roll, and that is an 87. Ain't gonna do it. So you get slowed down on that. You can use your action to move.
Yep.
All right. So he got slowed down on that. So next round, he's gonna use his action to move. You're gonna use yours to move as well.
Yeah, I guess I'm jumping through the window right now.
Yeah, you're gonna hit that part with the glass again right now. So give me a dexterity roll.
Parkour. 21 is hard pass.
All right, good. So you can move your next round, and we're gonna say that he comes to the edge of the Parking lot, there's a drop off, so we're going to give him a jump roll.
Got some opportunists here in this art gallery.
On a 6. All right. So he jumps. You get to the same spot. Give me a jump roll.
I ain't got good ups.
Tell Skinny Joey the statue is mine, loser.
Oh, on a 1.
Damn.
I swear, on a 1. I swear.
Ooh.
Even I know that's good.
Okay, I'm going to say you close the gap, and you're right on top of him now. So,
Let me make to tackle him.
what's your guy's dexterity?
55.
55. Okay, this guy's
55.
50, so you're going to go first. What do you want to do now that you're on top of him?
I guess tackle him. Get him to stop running. Maybe just grab him by the collar or something like that from the jacket and just try to yank him backwards.
Okay. All right. Give me a brawl move then for, this will be a maneuver.
Maneuver. What does that
He
mean?
is going to fight back.
So what's maneuver mean? What does that entail?
It's like fighting, but not damage.
Yeah, exactly. It's more like you get the character, your opposing character, you get them where you want them.
Okay, so it's okay. Not a
But
damaging attack.
you
it's
still
just-
roll your brawl.
Yeah. Oof. That is 6 away.
6 away from a pass. Well, let's see how
Yeah.
he does first with his
Yeah,
fight
maybe.
back. And that is a fail.
So stalemate.
So with a tie and a fight back from him, that means that you still win, but
You're probably still running, but I'm just like got the tips of my fingers on his collar, kind of.
yeah, I'm gonna say you just got the tips of your fingers on his collar, but not enough to kind of hold him in place. He goes to swing at you, but misses with a swing. So this will be the next round of combat. It's going to be his turn to swing this time. Not next round. I'm sorry. Next turn in combat.
So we're standing still, squaring off at this point, right? Not running.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. He's no longer running since you tried to grab him and he tried to swing at you. And
dip
right
under
now he is swinging. Oh, that's not good. So he swings away. Are you going to fight back or
Yeah, buddy.
dodge?
Fight back.
Fight back.
Unbelievable, man. My brawl is not helping today. Failed.
Failure.
58.
All right, so that's going to initiate a new round of combat where he's going to try to swing this statue at you. But you have a higher dexterity, so you go first.
Will do. Just try to give him a gut punch. Ooh, and a 12 will do it. 12
Okay,
out of
he's
40
fighting back,
is
but
hard pass.
does not achieve any level of success. So you gut punch him for 1d3 plus damage bonus.
Yeah. It's a 2 and a 4. 6. Whoa. Big hit.
All right, it's a pretty big hit.
Yeah.
In fact, that's going to give him a major wound. I'm going to say you punch him right in the gut, but you wind up breaking a rib on him.
Ooh.
And this guy drops down to his knees and just kind of, completely knock the wind out of him, and the statue falls out of his hands.
I pick it up and start walking back to the gallery with it.
With the statue?
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna run back.
All right, yeah, the guy on the ground tries to get up and tries to follow you, but you see him kind of stumble for position and then fall again. You fucked him up pretty good with that punch.
Yeah, that's almost half my hit points. It's a big hit.
Yeah. So you run back to the gallery with the statue in hand, get to the back door, the fire escape where you came out before. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't go out the fire escape.
Yeah, I'm gonna just step through the window again.
You come back to the art gallery around the front ways through where the broken glass was.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you do with the statue?
The more I hang out here, the less I want to be here. So I go back inside. I go to the office, and I'm just gonna like bowl it toward her desk and close the door behind me.
Okay. All right, you hear it go whoom whoom when you roll it towards her desk, and it hits the desk, and she kind of pops up from behind the desk and goes, "Is everything okay?"
Somebody tried to steal this. Keep your eye on it. I'm pretty sure that could be involved in a police investigation very soon too. So you might want to watch your back. I'm getting out of here. And I close the door and I head toward the back door. The fire escape that everybody else left through.
You close the door.
Yeah, I close the office door.
As you're closing the door behind you, you hear her curse really loudly. She goes, "Shit! What the shit?"
She done fucked up.
Yeah, I gotta make myself scarce.
She goes, "It's broken! It's broken! It's useless! It's worthless now!"
I didn't throw it around first. Other people were tossing it everywhere. So yeah, I just close the office door behind me and I head out the fire escape, or the fire exit that everyone else ran out, the back door. I look around the gallery first. Is pretty much everyone gone except the Russian dudes still nursing each other's wounds, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave them there. They seem nice.
They're starting to stand up.
Yeah, I don't want to be here when
And they're talking to each other right now in Russian.
when any authorities show up. So I'm gonna bounce and see if my friend Heather is around. I should be a little worried.
Thank you.
Well, some creep in a Halloween costume just killed a bunch of people, so you've got to be pretty shook.
So did you see the thing eat people's heads too? Or did only I see that?
They're doing a lot of good stuff with special effects now. There's too much TV. I blame the Scooby-Doo.
So Heather, when you left, where did you go to? Because you're just kind of up in Bala Kinwood, and
I feel like I'm just like running down the street like a lunatic, just like yelling at people that someone needs to help them. Someone needs to help them. There's a creature. I don't know.
okay. I'm gonna say while you're running down the street, you manage to flag down a cop car, and they go, "Yeah, ma'am, is there a problem?"
No, I was just at a gallery and someone smashed the window in and there's people being murdered. I don't know if it was a dog or a bear.
You go, whoa, hold on. You have to slow down, ma'am. You have to slow down. You're talking crazy here. Where's the art gallery?
Ventucci Art Gallery. I don't know this area too well. I got a cab up here. There's just people dying. It's snowing inside.
She goes, okay, ma'am, why don't you get into the back of the car? We'll go to the art gallery together, okay?
I'm not going back there. I'll just go home.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Just relax. And the cop goes back to the car and he hits the radio button. He goes, "There's a possible scene at the Ventucci Art Gallery. We're going to go check it out." And he goes, "Ma'am, you can stay here if you'd like. We'll go check out your claim if there's something going on at the art gallery. If you have any sort of follow-up questions or anything you want to ask, call the police station up here. My name was Officer Shaughnessy."
Shaughnessy smoking.
I have a feeling I'm like freezing.
Yeah, you're probably really cold.
I don't know. I'm probably full of adrenaline.
You don't have a coat on or anything. That's
No,
right.
and I don't know. I asked them for a ride back to my house. I don't know. Do cops drive you back to your house or?
The cops say to you, well, you can get in the car. It's heated in the car. And we can take you back. We could call you a cab if you needed one. We don't have any extra jackets or anything, unfortunately.
Is there any diners or any bars or restaurants or anything to like near me where I am? Am I still on the main strip?
You're on the main stretch. There's definitely a restaurant there that you could go to.
Okay, I'll probably just go in there and then see if they have like a payphone or something that I could just call a cab from there and have a, I guess, I don't know, a drink, something warm, anything.
Several.
Yeah, maybe like a hot Irish coffee or something, because I just seen a bunch of people's faces just get myrtleized. So I'll probably, whatever I see, you know, maybe like a bar.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to say there's like an Italian restaurant that you can go into. They have a bar there too.
Okay, so I go in there.
Okay, and there's a hostess at the front desk. She says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Is there any seating available at the bar? I just want to have a drink.
He says, "Absolutely, ma'am. You can have a seat right at the bar." And there's a bar there. There's a bartender behind the bar. Pulls up and he's like, "Let me guess, glass of white wine."
Sounds great. Whatever you got.
He kind of gives you a wink and pours you a glass of wine, puts it down in front of you, and so that's what happened to you, Walter. Where did you run off to? You saw someone try to run off with the statue, I think, and you saw Lenny chase after him.
I mean, depending on which way they went, if they went over the glass, he'd probably have to go like around the studio to see what happened with all that. I don't think he's trying to go back up in there.
Nope.
So depending on where this fire exit lets out to, he's probably gonna try to go around to the front of the building and see if he can find Lenny in this scuffle or something.
He's going to go around to find Lenny. What's that?
Well, I mean, at least go around to the front of the building, but I mean, I think his ultimate goal is to call the police or something, so...
Right.
But he probably would go around to the front and see whatever happened with that whole chase business, because he missed most of that going out the back, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would miss that.
Well, essentially, I'm just trying to backtrack a little bit and see if I noticed where Heather went, and also I was curious, like, how many other people left through the back here. Is it just Heather and I, or did other people also escape this way?
Oh, when you went out the back, you also saw a bunch of other people trying to go out the back way, too. Some people went out the dock doors as well.
Okay. Are they all kind of dispersed, or are they, like, standing around just kind of looking back at the studio like, oh my god?
No, they
what
are
just
not
happened?
standing around. They have run, they have gone to their cars, and they have left.
Gotcha.
Some of the people look like they were kind of scratched up, bloodied, but, you know, still obviously good enough condition to run away.
And, I mean, those people that I saw to Walter, they just got hit with glass or something, right? He's not exactly sure what the hell just happened in there, because he never even saw the weird creature, right?
You're not exactly sure what happened. You did hear an animal, some sort of bestial scream of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably think that there might have been some sort of wild animal in there, but you're not sure.
Alright, well, I mean, if I already alerted the police, I mean, he's probably going to hang out for a little bit, because he didn't really see anything too crazy aside from all the carnage.
Walter's like Mr. Magoo. Just has no idea what's going on around him.
Totally missed it all.
That's so awesome.
Oh, he's the best.
So, Walter, you didn't see too much of anything. Did you stick around, though, for the police
Yeah.
to show up?
Definitely.
Okay.
Nothing else, needs his jacket back.
That's true.
I freaking love Walter. He's like so wholesome.
It's fucking cold out here, but
He,
you
like-
might go sit in the car and try to warm it up.
Like, you know, he didn't lose his coat check ticket. You know it. It's like still in his hand.
63.
He'll be calling for weeks.
Yeah, right. Hello, this is Walter Pendergast. I've been reaching out to you guys for some time now. I'd really like to get my jacket back. The auction was 3 weeks ago. Beep! Damn it!
So, Walter, eventually the police do show up. They start to tape off the scene almost immediately, just because of all of the blood and everything that they see there. There are a couple of wounded people that are still there.
Oh, wait a minute, actually, what about the snow? Is it like snow around the art gallery, or is it snow everywhere?
Interesting
in
you
Bella?
should bring that up. The snow seems to be centered only around the art gallery.
Oh, that's pretty weird. Well, I'm glad the cops got here soon enough to see the snow.
The cops do see that there is some snow around here, but they, like I said, they start taping off the scene almost immediately. Start interviewing people. They call up an ambulance, starts taking people away, and you can see that the cops are taking down what people are saying to them. One of the cops approaches you, there, Walter, and says, "Sir, can you give an account of what happened here? And can you start by getting your name, please?"
Of course. Reaches into his inside jacket and produces a business card for him.
Slick. All right.
Everybody pronounces his name wrong, so you know. He says, I don't really know what happened. It was just suddenly the glass burst and the snow was, circling around the room. It was hard to see, and everyone started screaming, and he kind of scratches his head and probably looks a little flustered. I saw a lot of blood and heard screaming, and it sounded like there was an animal in there, and I just ran for the escape door when I saw a friend of mine do the
The
same.
cop says, "Yeah, it seems to be a pretty common story. What we're hearing is some sort of wild animal might have gotten in here and caused this kind of carnage. That's strange enough, but stranger on top of it is the freak snowstorm. It looks like it came by here. There wasn't any snow anywhere else, at least not where I was patrolling."
Yeah, it was strange. It was so thick inside that you could barely see anything. I don't really know. There was so much confusion and yelling, and I don't know. It all happened so fast. I don't understand how I missed everything. He takes off his glasses and checks them in the holds them up to the sky to see if there's fingerprint smudges on them, and he just
Right.
polishes them anyway.
So the cop says to you, "So what were you doing here at the Ventucci Art Gallery? Were you here to purchase some arts, or were you here with someone else?"
Well,
We were doing your job, officer.
long story short, I guess I had been in contact with a detective Thompson recently, and I had some suspicions about this art gallery's business practices, to be perfectly honest with you. The rarity of the piece that they had for auction kind of led me here, and there's also a missing person attached with this whole chain of events that's kind of happened so far. This is it actually possible for you to contact Detective Thompson? I had spoken with him prior to the auction, and had told him that if I'd seen anything that I felt he should know, and then he kind of gestures back to the art gallery. He's like, "Well, I think he should know about this."
And he says, "Okay, that's Detective Thompson with the Balkinwood Police."
No, I think he's part of the Philadelphia departments. I'm afraid I don't know the precinct number, but
Well, we'll be in touch with them, and we'll ask for Detective Thompson as well, if this will help the initial investigation along. And they take down more of your information. They say, "We'll be in touch with you, Mr. Prendergast, to see any follow-up that we might need in this investigation."
very well. What about my personal effects? I checked in my jacket when I got to the auction. May I have that back?
The officer says, "Oh yes, of course."
It's quite cold.
He escorts you back to the.
He's like, I have half a tuna sandwich in
he
the
escorts
pocket.
you back to the coat check room.
There's a buffalo nickel in there.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, gosh. He puts his jacket on, gloves and scarf, zips up, and I don't know. I guess takes another look around, see if Lenny or Heather are here. If not, might have to warm up that car and figure out what the hell I'm going to do with the rest of my day.
Okay. All right.
Do I see Lenny or Heather?
When you leave,
I mean, yeah, pretty much after I get my coat, I'm looking around and see if either of them are in the area.
I don't think you would find either of them.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'm going to have to warm up the
Yeah.
Pinto.
All right, so you warm up the Pinto and get out of there. I think we're going to call the episode there, actually. All right, can't all end on cliffhangers.
I'm not even mad.
I love that he has no idea what happened in there. He just stumbled his way through blind
so-
and just didn't see anything conveniently.
He's like,
oh man, that was weird.
I don't know, the glass broke, there's snow inside,
Yeah.
and there's some blood.
Some people were screaming and bleeding. I just, I didn't look back. Besides, I didn't have my glasses. I left them in my jacket.
He can't see without his glasses.
Yeah, right?
Did we do luck rolls last time?
We skipped it the previous time. Because we did it after the first game, and then it felt like I was getting too much back after
Right.
spending a bunch.
Right.
Yeah,
So
so
since
that's
this is
second
our,
game.
so I think we should roll for luck every other game then.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So how about we roll it up this time? Everyone roll one of the 10-sided dice.
Yeah. Plus 6.
Yeah, baby, I got a 9.
Oh, sweet.
I didn't. That's a 5.
All right. So add that up to your luck
Favor.
score, and guys, we'll get together next time and see what happens in the aftermath of this attack at the Ventucci Art Gallery. But until then, everyone remember, sanity is overrated. Hey, this is George. Just a quick reminder to like, follow, and review us if you like what you're hearing. You can email us at contact@thatcthulhujohn.com with any comments, and you can follow us on Instagram at thatcthulhujohn.